Hey guys, it's Lex here with another fragrance video, so we're moving on the queue. I just finished doing an old school diesel fragrance, and today I'm going to be moving on to the absolutely fantastic and magnificent house of Guerlain. What fragrance? I'm going to be reviewing a masterpiece, one of the finest fragrances I've ever sniffed. What is it? Well, you can probably tell by the title, but I love suspense. It's Habit Rouge Eau de Parfum. Now, this was released way back in 1965, and it is the definition of old school. This stuff is a timeless classic. This is amazing. Every single formulation, every concentration, whether it's extrait, parfum, toilette, cologne, are fucking fantastic. There's not a single bad one out there. They're all good. The reason I bought the Eau de Parfum is it's been a lot harder to find. I found it in my local Debenhams store, so I was quite chuffed. I'm also a staff member, so I get 20% discount. And I earned some nice beauty points off it as well, so I was chuffed. It's really hard to find the Eau de Parfum in store. It's normally the Eau de Toilette, and the Eau de Parfum's only available online. So, let's get started. Bottle design. I'm really digging the bottle. Quite basic, but I miss the old bottle. The original one, I believe, used to have a nice leather sort of sheath on it. I think get rid of that, but doing this for all the Guerlain bottles, you know. Kind of like the YSL, you know, La Collection range. So yeah, so we have the Guerlain logo on the top, engraved there, really nice. We have Habit Rouge there, Eau de Parfum, Guerlain. We have 100 mils, 30 ounces, some information on the bottom on a sticker, which annoys me. I wish it was embossed, like Jack Bogart do and Chanel do, with some of the old school ones, but anyway. And you have this nice lid here, it has a little bit of a sort of plastic black bit, just adds a bit to it. Nice bottle, really nice to hold, looks really nice, basic, but well done. I think this is an 8 out of 10 for this, definitely. It'd been a 10 out of 10 if I had the leather on it, but fuck you, Guerlain. Anyhow, so let's talk about the sprayer. This one actually has a damn good sprayer. Look at this sprayer. You can go light, you can go heavy. Really good, excellent sprayer. Not as good as Dior, because I think they're the best sprayers money can buy. You do get a bit of control, but Dior sort of is a lot more smoother with your finger. You don't really need to press. With this one, you need to sort of control your pressure. But yeah, how's it smell? Oh, yes. This is absolutely fantastic. This is why I bought this. Like, I was watching my money when I bought this, and the minute I sniffed it, you know what I said to myself? I thought, fuck it. So that's just saving the money I was going to use to buy this vape device. But it was actually before I received my last paycheck, so I was going to use that money to buy this vape device and stuff, and some cartonizers, etc. But I ended up using that money to buy this, because the minute I sniffed this in my hand, I was just blown away, and the fact it was Eau de Parfum, I was like, fuck, I've never saw that before, better give me that. So yeah, and my god, this lovely, heavenly, old school citrus right there, boom. The original Eau de Toilette Habit Rouge here, right? But there's more. You know, Billy Mays here, but wait, there's more! Yeah! Anyway, but there's more on top of that. Like, imagine you get a really delicious meal, amazing, a delicious steak, okay? Perfect steak. It's cooked to perfection. It tastes delicious. It's tender. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's great, right? And then you've got sauce next to it, and then you've got a glass of delicious red wine that's aged very well. You know, it's like 30 years old. Next to that. So you've already got a delicious steak, but these extra additions like the sauce and the wine on top of it. So that's the sort of metaphor I'm using for this. That's what this is like. The original Eau de Toilette is that delicious steak, but this is that delicious steak with the delicious sauce and the nice aged wine to go with it. Just these extra things in there which just improve the overall experience. And it's just fantastic. It's so well done. The old school citrus is in there as good as ever. And you get a sort of oudie vibe coming in. Dark sort of oudie vibe, giving it an almost Eastern smell. In a way, it gives it an almost Eastern smell right there. It's almost got a sort of powdery vibe in there too. I think they've added in. And if you thought the original was classy, right? The original is really classy. This one just takes it to a whole new level. This is so classy smelling, it makes the original look like a fucking hobo. Which I think kind of contradicts me, because I mentioned how the original is a gorgeous steak. But it's also emphasising how much more improved this version is now. A lot of people might disagree with me. Everyone has their own opinion, but my favourite version so far is the Eau de Parfum. This is everything I wanted the original to have more. I will still buy the Eau de Toilette and compare them obviously, but absolutely fantastic right off the bat. This is delicious. It smells classy. I just imagine myself dining. Imagine you went to a palace invited to dinner with, you know, a sultan or a prince or a king of a country, and you've got this really fancy, gorgeous palace, you know, dun, 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 people playing music, and it's absolutely gorgeous and luxurious inside. This fragrance, when I sniff that, that's the first image that comes to my head. This gorgeous palace, rich, classic, you know, original, like 1800s decor inside, and it's just absolutely fantastic. This is an amazing experience. And if I had to pick let's say I had a list of scents to smell before I died, this would be one of them. Guaranteed. If I had one last request, it'd be to have a sniff of this, I swear to God. So let's get on to, before I bust out of tears and get emotionally amazed by this, tears of joy and happiness. Like it's Christmas tomorrow, you know? We need to add the spirit. See the red? The red's for Santa Claus, yeah? Or Coca-Cola, because he sort of made Santa red. Used to be green, in case you didn't know. Fuck you if you didn't know. Kidding on. But let's talk about projection performance here, right? Longevity in this one is outstanding. 12 hours plus on my skin. Excellent longevity. 12 hours plus. No joke. Now, with the projection, some people say that Eau de Parfum projects less than Eau de Toilette. I still get some decent performance with this, if I'm quite honest. This sort of doesn't leap off my skin. It's not beast mode, but it certainly goes off the skin. It doesn't sit as a skin scent. It's absolutely fantastic. So right off the bat, this one projects just over an arm's length, about maybe just over an arm's length, right? Maybe about an arm's length plus my hand for the first hour, without a doubt. And then for that second hour, it's about 2/3 of that. Third hour, it's about 1/3 of that, so it's still about this much projecting. The fourth hour, it's a few inches above the skin, and it sort of mellows down. It still hovers and then becomes a skin set in the sixth hour. I'm not exaggerating. This stuff, I could smell this all day. I was getting sick of smelling this. And it got to the point where I was smelling this without even knowing it. Because I reapplied this, right? And I actually just sprayed it on inside my arms here, and I couldn't even smell it. It was like I'd sprayed nothing. And that's because I was already smelling it. Olfactory fatigue at its finest. This was just performance. This one is excellent. You will not be let down with this at all. So how many sprays to use? I would recommend 3 to 4 sprays with this one because it is pretty strong. In the colder weather, there's thingy coming down, rain, hail and stuff, a lot of winds. Maybe 5 sprays would do it, but 3 to 4 should be pretty good for this, without a doubt. Yeah, really good performance. Performs very well as an Eau de Parfum should. So, I'm going to talk about, I just talked about, you know, how many sprays to use. I want to mention age group for this one, actually. I know I didn't mention age group from my diesel video there, which I should have done, but I didn't. At the time, I didn't really think about it. But this one, age group, definitely, I would say 35 plus. In fact, maybe 40 plus for this one, or maybe 35 plus. It depends on your personality, sort of person you are. 35, maybe 40 plus for this one. This is not one to wear as a teenager. It's not one to wear in your 20s. Each to their own. I'm 22 and I rock this and I love this. If you want to wear this, even if you're 16 you want to wear this, good on you. You've got some fucking balls and really exceptional taste. You told 1 million to go fuck yourself and chose a good lane. A true gentleman. My top hat goes off to you. I'll send you a monocle in the mail. Okay? And a cigar. Even though you're too young to smoke. But you're wearing this, so I'm sure you can get away with it. And a silk smoking jacket. Because, yeah. But anyway, so definitely this one's a much older scent. It's not too young. But again, up to you. So, where to wear this one? This one I think should really be saved for special occasions. But, let's talk about it. Let's see what to wear. Let's see what to wear this to work. Very heavy, very classy smelling. Seems like you're overdoing it to work. Unless you, like, if you're going to, let's say you're a CEO of some large, you're CEO of Microsoft, you're going to a board meeting. Rock this, no problem, you know. You're going to a really fancy business meeting in some fancy hotel for dinner with some, you know, really smug Italian guy who owns another big company and wants to invest. Wear this. But if you work at, say, McDonald's, or like me, at a department store, do not wear it. So, you're going on a date. This is absolutely perfect for a date. Depends on who you're dating. If you're into someone who loves luxurious and classy scents and stuff, I recommend you wear this. If you're into someone who likes guys that wear 1 million, you might be better to stick with Montal Intense Cafe. Yes, I'm bigging this scent up because I fucking love it, and it was also my scent of the day today. So, definitely. This one is just a masterpiece. 10 out of 10, without a doubt. Winter, perfect. Autumn, perfect. Summer, not so much. Spring, not too bad. So spring, 1 or 2 sprays tops. Summer, I wouldn't even rock this. Maybe the original if you have it. 1 spray the original if you have it. But this sort of darker, oody, powdery almost vibe in here really makes it out of the case for summer. do not. Can make it more cloying. The original one has a freshness to it, but this Eau de Parfum has a bit more richness, and darker to it. Kinda ruins it a bit for summer. That's all. So it loses a bit of versatility. That's the only bad thing. But spring, perfect for that. Autumn and winter, fine. Just not summer. Formal event. Wedding, something really classy, you need to dress up. Amazing. Perfecto. Now, casual wear. Going to McDonald's, going to the pub. No. It's just too good for that. I know it sounds snobby, but it's too classy. It's too sophisticated and unique and just overall amazing to wear to the pub. You'd be better rocking something a bit more casual. Like Plus Masculine. Zero Plus Masculine, sorry. This is just very classy. I would save it for special occasions, you know, dates, dressing up, really classy special things. Like Christmas dinner. If you've, I highly recommend you wear this to Christmas dinner tomorrow because it's a special occasion. And if you had to choose, let's say it's New Year's, you want to choose New Year's Eve, the last scent to wear for 2014, this is an excellent option. It's an excellent way to end 2014 smelling good. So, that's Guerlain's Habit Rouge Eau de Parfum. A masterpiece. It's one of the finest scents, and I'm not kidding. Guerlain Habit Rouge is one of the finest scents I've ever sniffed. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If it's your first time getting into Guerlain, I hope you enjoyed it. If you've tried some of the new Guerlains, you want to try some classics, I really think this is a good one. I hope this video helped a lot. So, any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Send me a personal message. Send me a Facebook message or even a YouTube video response, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and you keep on smelling fly. That's a good way to do it.